Hey guys, welcome to another video by Champ Vegan and Frodo. So let's call this video for day number 11, which was the final day when I rode into Port Douglas, which really took about 2.5-3 hours from Cairns because it's like only 70k. It's not really very much. But anyway, right now I'm at Lake Morris Copperload Falls Dam. Check it out. Check this out. Like seriously, it's so cool. And there's like all these clouds in the background. Absolutely beautiful. Like so beautiful, it's insane. And there's just like basically no one here because it's Monday and tomorrow is the Anzac Day or Labor Day. I think Anzac Day. So I don't know if most people are away or what they're doing, but there's like literally no one here. There's like some people in the boat over there. I don't know if you can see. There's like a couple of people down there, and there's also a cafe. It's so cool, so damn beautiful. I'm gonna put you here so you can look at it, and I'm also gonna chat to you. Anyway, as you know, oh yeah, here you go. The light is being all funny. But as you know, I've been riding for like 10.5/ you can call it 11 days, and I've gotten from Brisbane to Port Douglas, and it's been absolutely amazing. It was so much fun. I reckon this season is actually like the best. This time of the year is the best to be doing that kind of ride because it is just the best really for... Okay, I'm gonna walk. There's like a person over there and he's looking at me. I think he's like wanting to enjoy the serenity. I'll take you over there, we'll walk there. But basically it's like the best season to be doing this really, because it's not like cold and it's not as wet as it was like a couple of weeks ago because we had cyclones and things. And it's been just like so absolutely beautiful. I was actually gonna show you my bike and stuff, but in reality what I'm doing now is just getting ready for the next adventure, the next ride, which is gonna start like in like 3 days or something. It's gonna be fun. Man, this is just stunning. You know, you have your birds in the background. Let's not make this video too long. I wanna sit and chill a bit, enjoy the nature. But what I was gonna do actually is gonna give you a quick look at the bike. I don't have the saddle bag on it right now because I left it in my accommodation, but what I do have is a couple of like other things that I was gonna show you, which I believe with, you know, a year of riding long distance and doing these trips, I find that it's very, very helpful. So things that will really like, I don't know, you can say like revolutionize your riding and make it like heaps easier. Also I'm super sweaty. Number one, clip-in shoes. Clip-in shoes. Like seriously, these things. I remember doing my first ride to Sydney, right, and like I can't believe I didn't have flight shoes because at that time, which was like a bit under a year ago, I was just scared to ride in clip-ins, and it was really funny because it's stupid, right? You just like learn it and it's a skill and you know how to clip it in and out, and you just have the right kind of strength there, whiten it up, tighten it up, and it's fine. There's no worries to clip in and out. But like seriously, if you're not riding clip-in shoes, get them and try them out and learn how to ride in them because they make life just so much easier. Like it's a lot less effort to do these like distances, and they'll make even your weekend efforts much easier, and then you'll be able to go on further and push yourself more up doing hills or doing like whatever Ks, just whatever you're doing. I found that incredibly helpful. Number two is these guys. These are the Syntace C3 Arabas. They have been so amazingly helpful again. I have no idea, I used to ride without them. But basically, yeah, all I do is like when I'm kind of sick and tired of that kind of down as position, or like kind of holding onto this part of the handlebars, I just put my arms here, and you can ride really straight up, and then it's also easy on your shoulders, it's easy on your back. You can even, you know, activate your core muscles, if you want to call it that. And like literally these things, they make it so easy. And also you can just like, yeah, see, I'm like unstick them, and you can wash them, because like obviously they get a bit sweaty and dirty and stuff after riding in them for like 80 or 100 odd hours. So they were amazing. I really did like the fat wrap, the tape. I guess it's like personal really, because some people just don't like that feeling of really fat handlebars. I have found it helpful. I have found that it is like really, again, much easier, much better for the hands. Another thing which I haven't really talked about too much, and I've never had it before on the bike, but I have for this trip, and I will now for all of the other trips that I do, long ones, is this guy. Can you see? I don't know, I can't see where it's pointing. This guy, the mirror, the little itsy bitsy mirror. But like seriously, it might seem like nothing, and it literally costs like, I don't know, $10, $13 on eBay, which is again like not very much at all, but like seriously, it's like peace of mind, and you are a lot more aware of the road and aware of your surroundings, and you see whatever's behind you. I'm like also surprised that I didn't used to run it, because during this trip I have found it so helpful. Like it's amazing really, because at night time you obviously see the lights, but then it's also kind of gives you a really good understanding of what kind of vehicle is behind you. And then on like kind of long flat roads, or even on hills, just wherever really, like through the day, you don't have to like continuously look back and, you know, kind of straight whatever. You can just like look down and it's there, and you know exactly how far the car is, where it is, where if like for example you're also like riding right on the shoulder, or if the shoulder's pretty shit, or like next to no distance, and you kind of wanting to go onto the road, just to make it safer, if you have a look just like in the little mirror, you kind of can judge where is the car, if there is a car behind you, if you can kind of go a bit on the road for a while, if there's no cars for ages and ages. So it was definitely super duper helpful. And but like I rate it, and it's such a cheap little thing, but it makes it just so much easier again. And I don't know, like if you care how it looks or not, but like seriously, it's pretty good. Another thing, I guess it would depend on what kind of tires you like to run. In the beginning of the trip, I'll show you my tires. Hey, how's that? I am running. Where is it? Here you go. Maxxis Relics at the front, the 25C. On the back, at the back in the beginning of the trip, I was riding the Gascon Continental one, Gaskins Continental ones at 25, or I think 25 mil. And then, as you know, in Mackay I had a bit of an like accident thing with my saddlebag, and it basically stripped the tire, and I didn't have a spare tire with me, so I went into a bike shop in Mackay, and this is the tire that they put on for me. It's let's have a look. It's Clement Strada LG, and this one is actually 28 mil, which is pretty cool. I like it, and I also have a spare now, which is the Relics, which yeah, I've been running for a while now. When I did my trip in New Zealand, my front tire was Relics and my back one was the Continental Gascon. Now let's get into this gear. Epidural. This has been so helpful. Like right now it's not particularly full, it's just like a tube in there. But this is helpful. These little bags are helpful. This thing is helpful, and the saddlebag was helpful. So good. I don't actually remember the brand that made the saddlebag that I bought at Mackay, but I'll do like another video on it about like saddlebag, backpack, and panniers, and kind of the different things that I have noticed, different like issues I've learned and things. And along the way I've learned which kind of things are, what kind of system, what kind of kit is better to run with long distance riding and these kind of tours, because I think it really does depend on like what you're doing, and because each one of them, right, like it's different price. Like with the backpack, you might already have like a backpack, right? And at the back, I don't know if you see, I'm just wearing the camelback, just with some water and just a little bit of storage. I have like a wind, like a little jersey thing in there, and just a couple of little things, which is like I just have my charger. Really, not too much. But yeah, with what you run with, whether it's a backpack, the rack with panniers, or a saddlebag, like it really does depend, like what kind of riding you're doing. So I'll do like a whole different video on it, because I think I have quite a bit to say on that subject now that I have done like over, I don't know, like 25,000 Ks, and using different kind of things obviously at the same time. So at different trips, I'll just be able to kind of share that a little bit. And I'm also actually noticing just a little bit of wear and tear on my saddlebag that I bought, but it was secondhand, so it's like fine, and it got me here, so it's fine. I think I'll use it on my next tour still. But then I'm looking at getting a Padura saddlebag, and then I want to compare them to, well, I guess versus Wildcat as well. So like compare 3 different things, and see which ones are really better. It's, I don't know, like rain resistance, waterproofness, and how light they are, how durable they are on these kind of long trips, right? Because I actually would love to do another long trip, much longer trip, later this year, but it'll depend with time off work and all that kind of stuff. But I've been definitely loving this, like seriously, it's so cool, it's so beautiful, just spending so much time in the nature and just taking it really in and going with it, just going with whatever day brings you, really. Like I used to be really focused on planning everything out, and like to the dot, to the T, just like almost obsessively wanting to know what's going to happen when. And in reality, on these trips especially, and in life in general, like you can't always plan for everything to happen. Like you can want for things, but you just don't know, because not everything in life just depends on you. It depends on like so many other things that are outside of you. You can do as much as you can of your part, but at the end of the day, like things are just gonna happen the way they need to happen, or whatever lessons you're gonna need to learn along the way, or whatever, like things like that. And by stressing out about it, you're just like making it more difficult for yourself and less enjoyable to live in the present. When if you just like go have a general plan of like, okay, I'd like to get blah blah, or like do this and that at that kind of period of time. I'm not saying like don't plan or don't have goals or whatever, like absolutely not, but it's just more like kind of letting go of that control a little bit, and being flexible as well, like being flexible with whatever comes your way. It's gonna be fine. You're gonna survive, like you're gonna live. It's gonna be just fine, right? Okay, there's a couple of people that I saw back there. They're crossing behind me. You'll get to see them. But anyway, this video is now like 13.5 minutes, so I should probably cut it. Love it. So I probably should cut this video now, and I hope you're having a beautiful, wonderful day. Get on your bike, go outside, or if you're not into cycling, you probably are if you're watching this channel, but like just whatever you can do. If you're not feeling up for a bike ride, go for a walk just around the block, get some fresh air in you, get some nature in you, really, like get outside. Even if you don't have much time, just like go sit out on the balcony at least, get some exercise, try to get some fresh air, have something really healthy and delicious to eat tonight, and have loads and loads of water. Alright, I'm gonna cut this video here. It's been beautiful. I'm gonna enjoy a bit of this nature. It's so amazing, like, seriously. So again, it's Lake Morris at Copperlode Falls Dam in Cairns. Alright, hope you have an awesome day, and I'll see you in another video. Bye.